Welcome to Diva on a Mission podcast, where we share snippets of joy to uplift, inspire, and motivate you. I'm your host, Eva the Diva, and I am thrilled to bring you everyday stories and transform them into profound experiences. Today's mission is a December mission. It is a reflection that meets reclamation and where strategy meets soul. Today's episode is not just a recap. It's a reset. Because we are not dragging tired energy into 2026, we are going to close this cycle with wisdom. We are intentionally clearing space, and we are designing 2026 like the architect of our own liberation. So grab your journal, pour your favorite tea or drink, and let's do a reflection on how to actually change things for 2026. So to start, we're going to start with the life audit. So this is your 2025 mission review. We're going to go deeper than, it was a good year, it was a rough year. We're going to do our Diva life audit. This is where you review your life like a CEO, a priestess, a strategist, all in one. I want you to go to a blank page on your journal and draw 5 columns. There's career or business, money and finances, health and wellness, relationships, and personal growth and spirit. So, under each column, ask yourself these 3 powerful questions. Question 1. What mission did I declare in this area at the start of 2025? Not just goals. What did you promise yourself? For example, I said I would use my voice more boldly this year, right? In my career or in my personal development or in my relationships. Or another example, I will stop living in financial anxiety. What does that look like for you? Or I will choose softer relationships. So whatever your mission whatever your mission was or is for 2025 in that specific column, write it down. Number 2, what was actually accomplished? Be specific, not vague. Did you switch careers? Did you start a business? Did you leave a relationship or start a relationship? Did you finally go to therapy? Pay off a debt, learn a new skill. Even the small shifts count. In fact, small, meaningful steps count the most. My mother always says, drip, drip fills the bucket, right? She is not big on the big, profound step. She's always about the small, everyday, meaningful things that you can do because they will eventually fill your bucket. So the small shifts count. In fact, they count the most. Number 3, what evolved and did that teach you? This is where wisdom lives. Some goals don't fail. They transform. They transfigure. So ask yourself, what plans changed at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, at the end of the year? Who did I outgrow, right? What did I release that once felt essential? I remember there was a time when Netflix was life, or my Spotify streaming playlist was essential. And when I cut those things off, I was still breathing. I found time for things that made sense in my life. So some of these things, you just need to try it for a month or 3 months. And before you know it, you've even forgotten that they were an essential part of your life. What things disappointed you but later made sense? And here's the key Diva truth. A changed mission is not a broken mission. It means you grew. Also, I will give you a bonus prompt. Which version of you entered 2025 and who is standing here now? Do that comparison and see what that gives you. Part 2 of this process is not resolutions, but more about statements. We're not doing sad, dusty, aggressive goal lists. We're designing a felt sense of the year. Like, what were your feelings? What was the vibe? I want you to create a 1-sentence mission statement for 2026. Not what you will do, but how you will live. Here's a formula, for example. 2026 is the year I choose dash so I may become dash. Let me give you more solid examples. So, for example, 2026 is the year I choose visibility so that I may become more financially free, or I may become more recognized in my field. 2026 is the year I choose softness so that I may live more sustainably, right? 2026 is the year I choose discipline so that I may become unstoppable. So those are examples. So whatever your mission is for 2026, say it loud. Your body will tell you when it's the one. This mission will be your North Star. Every money decision, every relationship choice, every business move filters through this sentence. Now, for part 3, it's the money reset, your year-end financial triage, right? Let's talk about the area that carries so much shame, but is actually pure energy, money. We're not hiding from it, we are hosting it. Here is an example of a triage checklist that I have. So for tax prepping without panic, for example, gather all your income records and your expense records, right? Separate your personal versus business expenses. Screenshot or save digital receipts now, right? I know we have receipts that fade over time and whatever. So this is a good time to gather and organize and screenshot or even scan them onto your drive or to your cloud. If you can, book a January consultation and book it now. Your future will thank you deeply. Number 2 is the conscious or charitable giving aspect. Ask, what cause mirrored my values this year? I know this year I focused, for example, with me, I focused on gender-based violence. I focused on femicide. Those are issues that are close to my heart. I focused on the environmental campaigns going on in my area in regards to the Masai Mara, in regards to the Aberdares forest, in regards to Karura. Those were causes that were near and dear to me. So those are causes that mirrored my values. Whatever it is, note it. Then give from power. Give to those causes from power, not from guilt. For example, like even small amounts. Shift your money identity into I am a person who has overflow. So give it from a point of power that you want to empower this movement that is close to your heart. Don't give it money because you're feeling guilty about, the things happening to women or the things happening to children or the environmental spaces that are being degraded. Give them from a point of empowerment. Number 3, the subscription detox. Go through your streaming accounts, your apps, your courses, your memberships, and ask, does this make me richer in time, peace, or money? If not, cancel without apology. This is the time to do and declutter this aspect of your life. Number 4, set up your quarter 1 money systems. Before the year starts, You figured out all your goals, your causes, everything. Your mission statement. Go and set up your systems to reflect that. You can have one main money account, one savings goal account, and one joy and pleasure account if possible. Automate what you can. Structure is not restriction. Structure is safety. And the more automated these systems are, the better for you. Now, let's go to the Digital Detox and Planning Retreat. How to actually do it. You do not need to go to Mombasa or Bali or Hawaii or wherever. You can be sitting in your house. You can be up country. You can take an afternoon. You can take a day. You can take a week. This is something that I can explain to you in one podcast episode. And if you're amply prepared, you can do it even in 1 hour. It's all about how intentional you are, how prepared you are, and how clear your mind is about the year past and where you aim to go forward in 2026. So, set the scene, the space, the time, the day, right? If you need to, inform people you'll be offline, unable to be contacted or whatever. Clean your space, light a candle, prepare something nourishing, and realign your physical system so that you go into this calm and peaceful and just clear about where you're going. So your nervous system must feel safe to dream about what was past, reflect, and then also to dream about the future. Step 2, the digital lockdown. So if you can, turn off social media, no scrolling before noon if you're doing a whole day or a week or a month or whatever. Use your phone only for music, camera, emergency. Silence is how clarity speaks. So make sure you set the scene, because this will not work if your system or your mental space is overwhelmed. Now, the journal prompts for the retreat. I will give you a few examples. What am I proud of that no one clapped for? Where did I abandon myself this year? What did I forgive that once felt unforgivable? Right? Other prompts, like for the future. What would ease look like in my daily life? What must I stop tolerating to rise? Also, what kind of person do I want to meet in December 2026? So that's in regards to the journal prompts you will use. Then step 4 is gentle planning, right? Only plan like the first 90 days. Like your first income goal, your first personal boundary goal, your first reset ritual. You don't need the full 12-month plan. You just need, say for example, Q1. Or if you're inspired, just January is inspiring to you, just set up January and see how that flows for you before you progress further. So, all of this is to say, we have been through a lot in 2025, and it is important to take time to debrief and set up a strategy for next year. So this is like a very good power move for closing out the year and for starting out 2026. This is a reset you're doing. This is not soft work. This is strategy. Reflection makes you dangerous in the best way. Clarity makes you unmanipulatable. Rest makes you unstoppable. So, make sure you're not entering 2026 exhausted. Make sure you're closing out 2025 aligned with what your purpose is for 2026 and beyond. I hope the tips I shared are helpful. If so, I will have like a downloadable or copy and pastable digital copy of this workbook on my blog post. It's delivered by Eva at blogpost.com. You can get it there, and I hope it will be of service to you as you set up the goals for 2026. So again, I hope this debrief was helpful and would be a good guide to help you close up 2025 going into 2026. If you want to get this in workbook form, I will have it on my blog post at deliveredbyeva.blogpost.com. Again, deliveredbyeva.blogpost.com. I will have the workbook there for you to copy and paste wherever you want so that you can have a way to go through this checklist and that it may be of service to you. I am so grateful to be here, standing as Diva on a Mission podcast, as a girl who just is doing her best every day to live fully according to her mission. And I hope that pursuing my mission is helpful to you and may be of service to you as you try to figure out the mission for your life in 2025 and 2026 and beyond. Without much ado, I bid you peace and have a happy December. Peace.